How's it going, guys? Bainey here, and welcome to video 31 of Facebook ads for small businesses, where I teach small business owners just like you exactly how to run Facebook ads for your business, so you don't have to pay someone like me thousands of dollars a month to do it for you. In today's video, guys, video 31, I'm going to be showing you how to find the winning audience. In the last video, guys, I showed you how to find the winning creative, and what we want to do is take that winning creative, match it with the winning audience, and then we can go from there. So before I get into it, guys, if you're following along, hit that subscribe button for us, hit that like button. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer it, and let's jump into today's video. Your ad account should look something like this. Let's just, for example purposes, I'm going to say this is the winning creative that's been winning. Yours will obviously be different. I'm going to grab the winning post ID, which is here. I showed you all this in previous videos, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back a couple videos and just watch those. And now I want to find a winning audience. So I'm going to show you how I set this up. I want to go create, conversions, and what I'm just going to do, test audiences. I want to do campaign budget, and I'll do 150 bucks a day. Go next to my ad set. What I want to do, and I have a few ideas of interests I'm going to use. So I'm going to use Netflix. So we're just going to leave that as is for now. Come down here, make sure it's on website, pick your pixel, pick your event, which is probably most likely going to be purchases. Leave these off. You know, you could probably start these the next day if we wanted to. Really try and start them at 4 o'clock in the morning. Never put an end date. We're going to leave. I'm going to show you this in a second, but we'll get into that a bit later on. I'll get into that a bit later on. Come down here, audiences, leave that blank. I want to leave all the audience age groups wide open, obviously because grandparents like to buy products for, you know, their grandkids and stuff like that too. So depending on the product you're selling, obviously adjust that. Here's where we want to put Netflix. And obviously I put Netflix because a lot of parents watch Netflix and I'm trying to target parents. So it's just a good audience to pick. So it's got 6.2 million. This is just targeting Australia, so that's fine to start off with. I want to leave this off this time for now. Yeah, I just want to leave that off. Come down here, leave it as automatic. Leave all this as is. Make sure this is on 7. Yep, I want to leave it at 7. It's something I want to test out. So we go to back up here where it says ad spend limits. Because I'm going to have 4 different ad sets in this campaign, I want all of them to at least have a minimum budget spent per day, because sometimes Facebook might pick 1 or 2 of these ad sets and it will spend all your money on those ad sets and not spend any money on the other ad sets. So I just want to force Facebook to spend some money on each ad set. So I want to just turn this one on. And because I'm spending $150 a day, what I want to do is I want to find 30% of $150, which equals $50. And then I want to split that $50 up amongst the 4 ad sets that I'm going to do. So it's almost like $12.50 each. So I'm just going to do a minimum of $12 each. And what that is, it's just going to make sure that each of my ad sets spends at least $12 per day. So that's the little formula I use. It's 30% of the total budget, which is roughly 30% of 150 is 50. And then that 50 will be split 4 ways, so 4 ad sets. So it's roughly $12. It doesn't have to be perfect, $10 or $12, that's fine. Just as long as it's spending some sort of money every day. So that's how we do that. And I want to leave all this. I want to come to next. Make sure your pages are selected. Netflix. And you could call it post ID. Come here. Jeans. I don't know. You could name it whatever you want. Jean skirt or something. something like that. That's good enough. I come here, go to use existing post, and that's where I copy that winning post ID and I post it in here. That's all set. It's kept on my likes, comments, and shares, which is great. Come down here, all this tracking and stuff should be on as always. So now that that's one ad set up completely, let's go through it. So the campaign is there. If I log into the campaign, go edit. That's the base campaign. Then we go to the ad set. There's one interest in there, Netflix. Here it is here, and then on the ad is one ad. So what we want to do is we want to go back to the ad set level. I want to duplicate it. Make sure it's on the ad set level, and I want to just change the interest. So I'm going to go parents. I'll come down here. I want to leave all this the same. Yeah, maximum. Make sure it's on $12. Leave all this the same. Come here, and I want to target parents. So take out Netflix. Parents, just do parent. I can do parents all if I wanted to. I want to untick this because I'm trying to find the winning audience. Everything else should be the same. Come here and just change this name as well. Parents. Everything else should be the same. Yeah, nothing else has changed, which is good. So we want to exit out of that. So now we've got two ad sets. So still only the one campaign. We've got two ad sets, one targeting Netflix, one targeting parents. So I just want to duplicate it again. And let's just say that I want a different interest. I'm going to come down here and just see what they suggest. I might type in Netflix and then see what it suggests. See what it sort of YouTube. Okay. I think Spotify, engaged shoppers. Engaged shoppers is always a good interest to pick. It's not interest. It's actually a behavior type, but that's fine. I want to untick that. What's the audience on? 5 million. You can only engaged shoppers. Obviously, I've used these ones before, so come down here, make sure that's fine. Yep. Make sure that's unticked. Perfect. Everything's going to be the same. Go over to the ad, and I just want to edit the name. Yeah, perfect. Everything else should be the same. Nothing should change, but just do it once over. Sometimes this, for some reason, unticks, so just make sure it's ticked. So that's fine. And we just want to do one more. Go back to the ad set level. Make sure you go back to the ad set level. And again, duplicate it. And let's just find another interest that's they suggest. Online shopping, clothing, fashion, etc. Any of these are good ones. Discount stores maybe could be good if you're selling a cheap product. Discount stores probably not the best interest because people who like discount stores are people who are cheap, so probably not the best interest to pick. Same as like sale promotions. People who are interested in that are more likely looking for a bargain. So fashion accessories will do. I can go real broad with these audiences. 11 million. I usually wouldn't go this broad. I would probably usually try and make them a bit smaller, but because this pixel has so much money spent on it, Facebook has a really good idea of who my audience is, so I can afford to go that big. But then what did I select? Fashion accessories. That'll do. Make sure that's unticked for these purposes. This all stays the same as always. Come to the ad. I just want to change the that there. So what I want to do is, yep, double check all that. I'm going to publish it, but I'm going to actually turn it off before it starts running because this is just for example purposes. So I'm just going to run over what I've done. So I've got one campaign. I'm testing audiences. I open the campaign. There's 4 ad sets inside of the campaign, all with different interests. And then inside each of those ad sets is the same ad in every one. So we can test that. We'll run it for about a week. I might just, you get the idea. Actually, I might just publish it so it shows you. So in review, it might say scheduled. Yep, scheduled. So that's going to, I'm going to turn that off before it actually starts running. I just wanted to show you that has been published. That's all good. And I might just try and find an ad set where I've actually done this and then I've found the winning ad set. So here we go. Okay, here's a campaign that I've ran earlier. Very similar interests: Netflix, parents, married, clothing, engaged shoppers. And obviously out of these ones, parents and Netflix and married, well, they're all pretty close. So let's just have a look at the ROAS. Where is it? Okay. Netflix had the best ROAS. So what I did is I would have turned this campaign off. I would have grabbed Netflix, and then what I've done is I knew Netflix was my best interest. So then I've came up here and I've created a new campaign, and I've done, it was just too many ticks, hang on. I've come up here, I've created a new campaign with Netflix as the interest, and I've did 4 campaigns all with Netflix. So then I ran that because Netflix was my best audience. I wanted to duplicate that 4 times because they're all not going to perform the best. So what I did is I duplicated it all 4 times, ran it for about a week, seeing which ones were going good and which ones were going bad, and I turned off the losers. See, these ones here were only getting 1.08 ROAS. This was only getting 1.87. This one didn't get any sales at all. It spent $43. So then this one obviously going the best by a mile. So I turned all these ones off and left this one running. And obviously that's how I found my winning interest. And then I can start spending more money on that as I go. I've just upped the budget a little bit on this one yesterday. Over the next couple of days, I'll probably keep increasing it as long as it keeps getting good results. So that's how we find winning audiences, and then grab that winning audience and create a new campaign, duplicate that winning audience 4 times, and we can keep scaling from there. So it's $170 a day at this stage. I will keep scaling that. They'll probably go up to $200 or $300 a day in the next couple weeks. I'll slowly scale it. Hopefully it all makes sense, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the like button. Send this video to a friend that they're trying Facebook ads. They have a business. They're talking about promoting it online, or they're doing marketing. Maybe they're handing out flyers, or they're doing something like that. This is a much better option. Send them these videos. Tell them to watch video 1. Follow the series all the way through, and they can set up these ads themselves. Start making sales online ASAP. So hopefully you get some value out of that video, guys. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to set baseline data and then work on that. So it might not make sense now, but you'll understand in the next video. That's it for today's, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.